Well, good morning. This is Barbara from Little Rock, and we've had some freezing rain. It's icy out there with the freezing rain. The roads are clearing up very well, melting, and the cold weather is even going to come back and refreeze most everything. And Don came by a while ago and said he was putting salt out for for us to be for me to be able to get to the washroom. I want to go wash clothes because if we have any bad weather, I won't be able to wash clothes till next Thursday. And I'm a dirty old lady, evidently. I got to wash some clothes, and I didn't want to have to get out my washing machine. Okay. But anyway, I'm hoping it's warm where you are. We are warm in our little apartment today, and I haven't really straightened up like I should, but oh, that's the way it goes. I've been busy reading because I went to the mailbox and I have mail today, and I want to share it with you today. I got a letter today from, let's see, put it right here. This one's from Maryland up in Cherokee Village in the hills of Arkansas, the northern hills of Arkansas. And she says she's enjoying Facebook and the videos that we're putting up, and says that she's still making dish rags and sometimes make hot pads. Never have learned how to do anything else, but can waste a lot of time doing that. And that's true. That's what I do too. And of course, if you saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. My little flowers here that I made. Well, anyway, we won't talk about that right now. It says, we started back to church last Sunday and hope to keep going. Lots of people getting their shots, and that will help. Think of Ed and Jean in Florida. They're really special people, she says. And of course, yes, they are. And Sue Norman, one of our friends, has had a stroke and had to move to assisted living in Rogers. I'm sorry to hear that. She's such a vital energy person. You know, when she was in high school, she was a big basketball star, and she's slim and trim and quick. Her mind's very sharp, and I'm sorry to hear this. I don't know the extent of the stroke. She doesn't say, but I guess it's really none of my business. But it is good to hear that she's got a safe place. And thank you, Marilyn, for writing. I enjoy getting letters. I mean, I love it, in fact. In fact, I even got a letter from Marlo Thomas. I've always sent money to St. Jude's. I met one of the ladies I worked for. Her niece, when she was a little baby, was diagnosed with brain cancer, and they took her to St. Jude's. Now the young lady has survived it, graduated from college, and has moved on with her life, and thanks to St. Jude, because the family couldn't afford anything. Just, the medical bills were just astronomical here in Little Rock, and everywhere, no matter where they would gone. But at St. Jude's, they took her in, the niece, a little baby, and cured her brain cancer. And she's still being under their care after all these years. And I'm sure that she's successful because she lived to be successful. Anyway, I love getting letters from St. Jude's. It's hard for me to have any extra cash, but I try to send $10 when I can. But it's really, this is the first time over all these years I got a certificate presented to me. I think that's so sweet. 1962. Danny Thomas established. Here's a certificate of appreciation. I think I'll frame that, put it on the wall. Anyway, I've been a supporter of them and other organizations, but this is the one that I think does very well, as they all do. And this is the pretty card that I got from Maryland. And I got a correspondence from, let's see, this one's from Leslie, and she lives in Williford. It says that, Dear Barbara, life has been busy here. Tom is finishing his new garage for his old cars. I'm not as busy. I peek around and try to help and deal with social isolation. But I can't give what I want to give. And she says, I want to cheer people up, but people are so afraid of the virus. I know this is a true fatal disease. Many people are broken, alone, and isolated without cause. Fear, healing, kindness. She goes on to say, sometimes we just have to walk on, carry on. And of course she thanks me for my cards and letters, because I write to shut-ins, you know. I wish she would do the same, but that she writes me back is precious, precious. And she says her babies are doing all right. Milo was attacked by dogs, but now he's okay. He survived. And now he's sort of spoiled, she says. And so the cats are fat and happy. And they live on the lake up there on Lake Vagabond in the hills there. She's thinking of everybody. And for the new year, everybody after the election has just mentioned that, and I think everyone has mentioned something about the virus. And but I'm glad to hear from her always. You know, if they took the time to write me, it means a great deal to me. And I'll sit down and write her a letter back, hopefully encouraging and a happy card of some kind. Valentine's Day, can't get to the mailbox very well, but so things might be delayed in getting my Valentine's out. And she also sent to me this beautiful picture. I guess it was in the, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. It's beautiful roses, coming up roses. She knows how much I love roses. I had them all in my yard up there. And she works very, used to in Jonesboro before she retired. She worked with literacy. I think she really wants to get back in it, but the programs are through the school, and I don't know exactly why she hadn't gotten involved. I think her health has curtailed some of her activities. And then she sent me the cutest thing, this little calendar. Isn't that cute with a little doggy on front? Got this little rain jacket on. Well, that'd be good. I'll fill this up. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you for writing me. Thank you for writing me. That is so sweet. I got a Valentine's card. Yeah. Isn't that the cutest thing? It says, oh my goodness. I don't know how you do all you do. Crocheting and reading and doing YouTube. And I enjoy your channel. And every morning I watch one of your episodes when I have coffee. Well, thank you. How sweet, Elizabeth. I hope that if you want me to talk about something different, or I just give you what I'm doing, and that's what we do. We talk and share. But that's a beautiful card. Thank you, Elizabeth. She's from Tupelo, Mississippi. I love Tupelo, Mississippi. I love Mississippi. In fact, I've got a niece, a nephew and his wife that live in, what's the name of that town? Carthage, Mississippi. And they have one of those, like, older homes, so it's very southern. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm seeing pictures, but I've never sat on a front porch yet. But I will in time when this virus is over. I'll do that. Well, that's about it. I think that Sharon's letter, I think I've already read to you. 1, 2. See, Barbara sent something. Becky. Well, I think I've read these to you. And what I do is when they come in, I put them in their little stack. See all of Janice's letters. And all of Susie's and all of Leslie's. Everybody who writes, I start collecting as I receive cards and letters from them and put them all together. And that really has made it nice for me to, when I write them back, to reread their letters and enjoy the visit with them, you know. That's what I like the most. Getting ready to start. In fact, I've got started another setup of mittens. So this is going to be, I don't know if you can see, but it's black, gray, and blue. Isn't that beautiful? I'm using the same pattern I did on the multicolored mittens that I kept for myself. These are for the lady across the street. I was hoping to get them started and get them finished before all the snow hit, but it didn't work out like that. Probably by the time I get them done, the snow will be over. But you'll have them next year. I don't know, we may have snow again. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I'm watching YouTube, and it got me a new book. Let me show you. It's called The British Bride Collection. I think that'll be a fun read. I love roses. These have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different stories in it, from 1358 to 1865. I am going to Romances from the Home of Austen and Dickens. Well, I'll do a review after I read it, okay? All right, well, me and Connor go to the laundry room while we got a clear path. And have a good day. I'm sorry for the and day. Remember, God has you in His hands. And please pray for Mother Earth, please. Bye-bye.